Ladies and gentlemen, I have something very, very rare here today. This might look like an ordinary W126, but to those of you in the know, you will notice something immediately different here. You notice something different about these bumpers? This is a European W126 from the second gen. Now, the reason this is such a huge deal is because there were very, very few second generation W126 S-classes imported into the US. This is the higher compression engine from the European market, and it makes about 228 horsepower compared to the 201 for the US versions. This is a gray market car with a blue velour interior. Yeah, we have a kilometers per hour, 180,000 kilometers. I'm just kind of speechless right now. I'm just trying to find the right words to explain this. Contain yourself. If you look over here, you'll look right here and you will see that this car came from Japan. This is a Japanese W126. I can't even believe that I'm looking at this right now. You got the European taillights back here. You don't know what that means. That's basically the taillight, the normal W126 taillight, without the red section here that acts as a side marker. The reason I didn't even know this was here was because it's mislabeled as a 1998 Mercedes, whereas this is obviously 86 through 91. What is this doing in a pick and pull? Well, this might help explain that. I don't know the history of this car. I don't know what happened. Judging by this 805 beer sticker here, I'm guessing it was maybe not in the most purest of hands. Yeah, well, here we go. You know, you got a very nice velour, blue velour. I don't know what this is. I can't read Japanese. I don't even know if this is Japanese. I'm definitely going to be taking a few things off of this. Look, there's no sunroof here. For us in the US, that is super rare to see. I have two of these cars, and looking up here, it's so weird to not see that panel up there. Well, I don't want to leave you guys with false hope. I took pretty much anything that there was left to take on this car, which was everything. And the reason is, I later discovered this 1988 420 SEL, as it is honestly, it's a ghost in this yard, because it doesn't show up anywhere in the database. A pick and pull or row 52, and it's been here for about 11 or 12 days. So I only had one other interaction where somebody actually came by, and it was a German couple, actually. So long, 420 SEL from Japan, and thanks for everything. So if you know me, you know I wouldn't just be able to leave it there. I had to find out as much as I could about the car's history, and being that it is a Japan-spec car, it's very difficult to find out information about the origins of the car in Japan. But there is something called CarVX, which is basically Japan's version of Carfax. There's not a lot of information on this car, but what we can see is that it was registered new in November 1987, and it stayed in Kawasaki until about 2004. I'm not sure what happened after that, but I was able to find these papers in the car while I was taking it apart, which were really cool. I don't exactly know what they are. I think they're papers from local hotels and resorts in eastern Japan, and I googled the phone numbers on each of them, and it looks like all of these places are still in business, which is pretty amazing. Now, what we do have here in North America is Carfax. And so I put in the VIN and found out that the car came in through Canada in 2013, and just a few days later went over to Washington, where it was kept for about a year or so, and then it was sold over to someone in San Jose, California, until it was sold again in 2018. And I think that's when things start to really go off the rails. With all intents and purposes, I can totally tell that 10 years ago when this car came in, it was a pristine car. This is all original paint. I've seen no signs of repainting at all. Garage kept as far as I can tell. There's definitely fading on the Blue Velour now, but my educated guess is that's all happened within the last several years. You know, you could really tell that whoever owned this car last really did not take care of the car well. Probably, I'm guessing, didn't even know what the car really was or the significance of it. If they did, they probably would have taken a few things off this car before they junked it. The car was crashed in 2022 and just kind of sat outside, I'm guessing, for about a year with its window down, and a cat spent time in here, I can tell. So it really just goes to show that the single most important factor in determining a car's survival is ownership. Two cars will come off the assembly line right after each other. The only thing that really matters is who their original owners are going to be, and who those original owners are going to sell the car to, and on and on and on and on. And whether any of those people really care or they have the means to take care of the car, that's how you end up with, you know, cars like Rolls Royces in junkyards, and cars like this in junkyards, frankly. You could have a car that has 17 owners and still looks amazing because of the people who have owned it. And you can also have a car that is original owner, but it is absolutely trashed. It all depends on how you take care of the car. So on that note, take care of your cars, guys, and thanks for watching.